So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says 40 days a fluid, then a clot, then he is a clot for a similar period of time. Mithla dhalik. Mithla dhalik means for a similar time. So 40 days a liquid, 40 days a clot. So it starts getting a little bit harder, it becomes a bit solidified, it becomes slightly more, with slightly more, what word can we use for that? It has form to it, and it is not liquid anymore, but it is now becoming slightly solidified. So the term alaqa actually refers to a clot of blood. So this clot is amazing because it is still blood, but it is so sophisticated because already in that clot, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has instructed it how to reproduce, how to expand, how to actually grow within the womb. So the different cells know this will create the two eyes, this will create the hands, this will go down and be legs, and there's organs, and such sophistication inside that definitely displays the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thereafter, he says, ثُمَّ يَكُونُ مُضْغَةً مِثْلَ ذَلِكَ. Then he will be a morsel of flesh for a similar period of time. مُضْغَةً مِثْلَ ذَلِكَ. So that is the third stage, the third 40 days. The first 40 days was a liquid. The second 40 days was a clot. The third 40 days was actually a morsel of flesh. And the term used here is mudgha. Mudgha actually means like a chewed lump, so to speak, which means it's now taking shape. It's now taking complete shape. It's no longer just a clot, but you can now start noticing the legs. You'll now start noticing, the different organs of the body. This is amazing how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes it. So at this particular juncture, we actually will notice it's the third 40 days. So we've passed the first 40 days, the second 40 days. The third 40 days is actually now the crucial phase where the shape is being given to everything. The body now, subhanallah, is quite clear. You will notice the head, you will notice so much more, and this is explained very briefly in this beautiful hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At the end of this third phase, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends an angel. Amazing. To blow the soul into this body, and then instructs, or is issued an instruction of 4 words. What are these 4 instructions? Extremely important. The first is the rizq, the sustenance of this person is written at that time. What they will earn, how they will earn it, what they will spend, etc. The rizq, the sustenance. The exact details, the finer details, perhaps they may come in later on in life. Like I said, this is the foundation of that particular decree, those things that will not change, the exact amount of your rizq, your sustenance. Now, rizq is a very broad term. It does not only include money. Some people think rizq means that which is material. Sometimes this rizq is misunderstood. It actually includes everything that's going to come to you, all the goodness that will come to you. And it's brought to you in different ways by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The sustenance, you will never die until you complete the last morsel that was written for you. And you need to understand this. If a grain of rice was written for you and you did not get it, you won't die until you have it. So the first thing that is written is the rizq, the sustenance. The second thing that is written is the ajal. Ajal meaning the time, the date of death of that particular person, the exact time of death, the moment of death. So you're not yet born into the world, but at that stage it's already decreed when exactly you're going to leave the world once again. And then the deeds of the person, the general deeds. This is very interesting, the actions of this person. What are they going to do? It's just written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amazing. And thereafter, one of the very interesting points is whether the person is going to be unhappy or happy, or fortunate, unfortunate. Maybe we can use the word wretched, and or following goodness, happy. So shaqiyun am sa'id, whether they're going to be unhappy or happy.